The most bitter thing in the world is the tone that hurts someone's heart. Whether it's the door of a house or the door of the heart, if it starts to open for everyone without distinction, it loses its respect. Take care of your loved ones, because an empty space fills up quickly here. Be sincere, and you will also find your place. The one who cannot act according to his will is called a servant, and the one who does as he pleases is Allah. We keep everything, but do not keep Allah in our hearts. We do everything, but do not do Allah's work. We become everyone's, but not Allah. Become Allah and see the whole universe will be yours. The one who is ignorant is disrespectful. The one who lacks courage does not have true manliness, and the one who is without faith is shameless. Sleep with gratitude for Allah's countless blessings, and sleep with repentance, because Allah does not give everyone the chance to wake up. Poverty is also a great blessing. It teaches a person to walk on the ground. The greatest treasure is finding guidance or reaching the truth. Patience cools the fire of anger, while a harsh attitude stirs it up. The one who insists on their stubbornness has their faults exposed, and their heart remains burning. A believer is respectful and wise. Their silence is full of concern, and their words are filled with wisdom. The person who is not poor, but expresses poverty becomes poor. That is, someone who is wealthy but is miserly. Your lives have been valued, and that value is paradise, so do not trade your life for anything other than paradise. Do not be among those who fear death, but do not act before the opportunity for action is lost. Brotherhood means loyalty in both ease and hardship. The one who is famous for lying will not have their truth believed. The tears of the eyes and the fear of the heart are a mercy from Allah. So when you experience them, use them in your prayers. Truth will give you honor, even if it scares you, and lies will destroy you, even if you feel secure in them. Haste is a form of foolishness that leads to self-destruction. The one who wastes their life is at a loss, while the one who spends their life in obedience to Allah is truly enviable. In this world, a true believer is the one who controls their desires, protects their private parts, and refrains from seeing forbidden things. The one who knows how to speak often remains silent. A major problem in our society is that we respect every rich and powerful person, regardless of how despicable their character may be. The most foolish person is the one who takes pride in their bad deeds and feels ashamed of doing good deeds. Life is not about appearances, it is about good intentions. Seek healing for your illnesses from the Quran and ask Allah for help in times of trouble. Gaining respect is better than accumulating wealth. Teach your children to be respectful, and you will benefit them. Hope in Allah's mercy is a great success, and this is the quality that distinguishes a believer, for a believer never loses hope in Allah's mercy. Silence in the face of wisdom is not a virtue, just as speaking in ignorance brings no benefit. Those who indulge in pleasure often fall behind in progress, while those who work hard and strive advance. When bad things happen in a community and they do not stop them, it may be that Allah includes them all in His punishment. The one who has never tasted sorrow and hardship will find no worth in goodness and kindness. The one who asks Allah for guidance but does not seek it mocks themselves, for guidance is not given by asking alone. One must also strive. A person who abandons patience during trials deprives themselves of what Allah has written for them. Abandoning patience during trials nullifies all efforts. You will not stay in this world forever, so take from it the things that will remain forever for you. The right path goes against the desires of the self, because the self will repeatedly stop you from walking on it, whether through wealth or negative thoughts. Change your habits so that obedience to Allah becomes easier. Beware. Never underestimate any enemy, even if they seem weak. Stay away from the person who does not know their own worth, because they will not value you either. There is no path more liberating than the truth, because one lie forces you to tell 100 others. Allah has harmed the liars by giving them the disease of forgetfulness. The hypocrite throws its rider down blindly. As long as a believer is not free from sin, they remain in grief and sorrow. The wise must speak to the ignorant as a doctor speaks to a patient, The one who lives in delusion is left behind, while the one who seeks and strives reaches the highest destinations. The anger of the ignorant is in their words, while the anger of the wise is in their actions. The one who remembers Allah frequently, their intellect becomes enlightened. The world is a battlefield for intellect, and intellect resides in the mind, while harshness and gentleness reside in the heart. Going too far leads to destruction, and associating with morally degraded people leads to vice. As long as you live in fear, others will make decisions for your life, so there is no need to take others' words to heart. Indeed, you were created for the hereafter, so act accordingly. The most enviable person is the one who hurries toward good deeds. People generally are never free of faults, so it is better not to expose anyone's hidden flaws and leave their matter to Allah. The one who frequently remembers the hereafter has their disobedience reduced. Do not be inquisitive about others' faith. Do not delve into their affairs, or you will be left without friends. What has been destined for you will never be delayed in reaching you. The most difficult tasks are reserved for the best people, as they have the ability to solve them. One of the qualities of good people is that they do not need to be remembered. They are always remembered. Do not embarrass yourself by asking for something from someone who cannot understand your need. Seek refuge from the intoxication of wealth, for nothing can remove it except death. Allah has made your illness a means of purging your sins. Everything you have will eventually end, and the only thing that remains is your character, and Allah will surely reward those who are patient with the best of rewards. O believers, fear Allah and be with the truthful. Relationships are made from the heart, not from words. Some people remain strangers even after many words, while others become close with silence. A person with a bad character always views others' character with suspicion, and a dishonest person views others' faith with doubt. If you want to spend your life in happiness, listen to the sorrows of those who are sad, and you will never be sad yourself. A person who does wrong cannot have a good opinion of anyone because they think everyone is like them. Success comes from determination. Determination comes from friends. Friends come from destiny, and destiny is shaped by the individual. The one who purifies their deeds and intentions with sincerity has achieved their purpose. By giving up the temporary things of the world, buy those things that will remain forever. There is nothing more honored by Allah than supplication. Fear the moment when the hearts of the believers turn against you and you do not even realize it. Worship Allah as if you see Him. If you do not see Him, know that He is certainly watching you. Being forgiven increases a person's honor. Avoid associating with bad people, for they are like swords, beautiful to look at but dangerous in their effect. It has never happened that a community indulged in wrongdoing, immorality, and foul deeds without Allah subjecting them to His punishment. A person who always focuses on their desires fails to notice the presence of death. Having many relationships is not necessary in life, but the relationships you have must be full of life. Many people desire to hear praise, and this desire is a great trial for them. By enduring, people will help you, and by enduring more, you will gain respect and honor. A wise person does not waste their time on futile, pointless, and purposeless tasks, for when intellect is low, a person engages in meaningless activities. To always be heard, one must have a powerful voice, and that voice reaches others when you call out to them. Whether they look back or not is up to their own will. The person who has no time for Allah, for them death is better than life. The best time is the one spent in worship and devotion to Allah. When a person is surrounded by difficulties, their trust in Allah becomes the source of their strength. When you become grateful for what you have, you will realize how much Allah has blessed you with. The value of a person lies not in their appearance, but in the sincerity of their heart. The one who is content with what Allah has given them is the one who will never feel poor. When you begin to trust in Allah's plan, you will realize that everything happens for a reason. In the moments of hardship, remember that Allah's mercy is always greater than your pain. The strength of a believer is not in their body, but in their faith and trust in Allah. Those who look for faults in others are the ones who hide their own flaws. Do not let your pride prevent you from seeking help from Allah or from others. The one who is sincere in their actions does not need to boast about them. The one who walks the path of righteousness never fears what lies ahead, for they know Allah is with them. A person who is humble in their heart and actions will never find themselves in need of approval from others. Your true wealth is in the good you do, not in the possessions you collect. The one who faces trials with patience and perseverance will find peace in the end. Do not be quick to judge others, for everyone is fighting battles you cannot see. The greatest victory in life is winning the battle within yourself. The one who strives to please Allah will never be disappointed. The soul that is content with Allah's decree is the one that is at peace, no matter the circumstances. Life is a test, and the way we face challenges determines our success. Seek forgiveness from Allah with a sincere heart, and you will find relief from your burdens. The one who seeks knowledge is like a traveler who is always on a journey to something greater. Allah's mercy is vast and limitless, and no matter how many times we fall, He is always ready to lift us up. Never underestimate the power of prayer. It has the ability to change your circumstances. A person who maintains their faith even in the most difficult times is the one who is truly successful. Life's trials are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you into a stronger person. The more you are tested, the closer you become to Allah, for through hardship, you learn to rely on Him. When you are patient in times of difficulty, Allah will reward you with something better than you ever imagined. Trust in Allah's timing, for He knows what is best for you, even when you cannot see it. A believer's heart is at peace because they know that Allah's plan is always better than their own. The one who is grateful for the small blessings will receive even greater blessings from Allah. True success is not measured by worldly standards, but by how close you are to Allah. The one who relies on Allah will never be led astray, for Allah is the best guide. It is better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. Patience is not just about waiting, but about how you behave while you wait. Do not let the temporary pleasures of this world distract you from the eternal rewards of the hereafter. Seek forgiveness from Allah, and you will find peace in your heart and clarity in your mind. The one who strives to serve others with sincerity will never go unnoticed by Allah. A person who is patient with others' mistakes is the one who will be forgiven for their own. Life is not about avoiding difficulties, but about learning how to handle them with grace and wisdom. Never forget that your true purpose in life is to worship Allah and follow His guidance. The one who seeks Allah's pleasure will find peace in their heart, no matter what happens around them. In the midst of hardship, turn to Allah, for He is the only one who can give you relief. The greatest wealth is a heart that is content with what Allah has decreed for it. Do not let the opinions of others affect your peace of mind, for only Allah's opinion matters. When you face challenges, remember that Allah is with you, and He will never leave you alone. Your actions speak louder than your words. Let your deeds reflect the goodness in your heart. The person who remains humble in their success is the one who will be truly blessed by Allah. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow and become closer to Allah. The one who loves Allah truly is the one who does not complain about their trials, for they know that Allah's plan is always for their benefit. When you let go of the things that are not in your control, you make room for Allah's blessings in your life. The one who seeks to please Allah will find joy in their heart, no matter the circumstances. The greatest gift in life is the ability to help others and make a positive difference in their lives. Your heart will always find peace when you turn to Allah for comfort and guidance. The one who believes in the power of dua, supplication, will never feel helpless, for Allah listens to all prayers. True peace is found in the remembrance of Allah, for it is only through Him that the heart finds rest. The one who is kind and compassionate to others will find Allah's mercy in their life. Every moment is an opportunity to grow closer to Allah, so make the most of it. The one who is content with Allah's will is the one who will find true happiness, regardless of life's circumstances. The more you trust in Allah's plan, the less you will be affected by life's challenges. Do not let fear of the unknown stop you from moving forward, for Allah is always with you. When you are grateful for the blessings you have, Allah will increase them for you. A person who seeks peace in their heart will find it through their connection with Allah